movie begins with a woman named Anna. Early in the morning, her son Jin wakes her up so he can go to his swimming practice. He asks her to take the day off from work because today is very important to him. He has a diving test, something he has been training for seriously over the past 2 days. Anna gets out of bed, but she pauses when she hears strange sounds outside the apartment. She opens the window and realizes that it's raining heavily. A violent rain, unlike usual. She starts preparing breakfast for Jin, and at the same time, she calls her mother, just like she does every single day, to check on her. During the call, she learns that her mother's area is also experiencing extreme rainfall. Anna immediately senses that this is not normal weather. She assumes a strong storm has begun and may last for a long time, so she tells her mother that she won't be going to work today. After ending the call, she continues making breakfast. Suddenly, something feels wrong. Water begins flooding the floor in a strange way. Anna looks ahead through the window and is shocked to see massive waves surging toward the building, drowning everything in sight. Confusion and fear appear on her face. At that exact moment, an alarm system activates. A warning announcement echoes through the building, stating that a massive flood has occurred and that the water has already reached the 3rd floor. All residents are ordered to evacuate immediately to the upper floors to save their lives. The announcement continues, explaining that the flooding has caused a power failure, disabling all elevators. Everyone must use the stairs. Anna reacts instantly. She rushes to gather clothes for herself and her son, trying to escape. Suddenly, she receives a call from a police officer named Joe. He tells her that he has been assigned to protect and rescue her. He orders her to leave everything behind, clothes, belongings, and focus only on getting herself and her son to the upper floors until he reaches her. At this moment, we learn who Anna really is. She is a doctor specializing in artificial intelligence and natural disaster prediction. That's why she feels unsettled. Disasters like this should have been predicted, but she pushes those thoughts away. Instead, she grabs Jin's medication, places it into a small bag, lifts her son onto her back, and rushes out of the apartment. What she sees outside is terrifying. Water surrounds everything. People are pouring out of their homes, panicked, trying desperately to reach higher floors. The stairway is overcrowded, filled with frightened residents. Then comes another shock. Something is blocking the stairs above. The neighbors are trapped, standing helplessly unable to move forward. Without hesitation, Anna carries Jin and runs toward the emergency staircase at the far end of the building. She begins climbing quickly, trying to calm her son, singing softly so he won't be overwhelmed by the horrifying scene around him. But Jin sees people floating in the water, struggling to survive. Anna continues singing, trying to distract him, pushing herself up the stairs as fast as she can. Suddenly, she reaches a dead end. The emergency staircase is blocked. Neighbors have piled furniture and objects there. She tries to climb along the edge of the stairs, but her foot slips. She nearly falls. With no other choice, she turns back toward the main staircase. At that moment, she sees Joe in the building ahead, searching for her. She shouts his name and waves to signal her location. And then her heart stops. Jin is gone. She catches a glimpse of him entering a neighbor's apartment. Anna runs after him without thinking. She enters the apartment just as massive waves crash toward them. The water smashes through the windows, flooding the entire place instantly. As the water consumes everything, Anna is pulled into a painful memory, herself trapped in a car with her husband, sinking underwater. That day, he drowned. She snaps out of the memory and forces herself to act. She dives underwater, desperately searching for her son. In the chaos, Jin's medicine bag slips from her hands and disappears. She resurfaces briefly to catch her breath, then dives again. She swims through the apartment, surrounded by floating bodies of people who didn't survive. Finally, she finds Jin. He is unconscious. She shakes him, tries to wake him, but there's no response. She attempts to open the apartment door, but it's sealed shut. Panic overwhelms her as her strength fades and her vision darkens. Just as she's about to lose consciousness, the door bursts open. Joe appears. He pulls Anna and Jin out, dragging them through the water to safety. Once above the surface, Joe performs CPR on Jin. After agonizing moments, Jin finally coughs and regains consciousness. Anna collapses into him, hugging him tightly, whispering comfort as tears pour down her face. Joe records his report, stating that he successfully rescued Dr. Anna and her son Jin, and that he is now escorting them out of the building. He informs Anna that they must reach the rooftop immediately. A helicopter will arrive within moments to evacuate them. As they head toward the stairs, Jin suddenly speaks. He says he remembers the accident from years ago, the day their car fell into the water, the day his father died. Anna cuts him off gently and starts singing again, refusing to let him relive the trauma. While climbing, Anna notices something disturbing. She tells Joe that the water tastes salty, but this was supposed to be rain. Joe reveals the truth. A small celestial body struck Antarctica, causing massive ice melt. The melted ice mixed with ocean water, flooding the land. Japan has already sunk completely. This means the 30-story building they're in will soon be completely underwater. Anna is stunned. She asks how experts failed to predict something like this. Joe answers quietly. They knew, but humanity wasn't prepared. Then he delivers the most devastating truth of all. Today, the world will collapse, human civilization will end, and Anna has a mission. She must help create a new human future. Jo reminds her that she is one of only 2 scientists who developed the human emotional system using artificial intelligence. The other scientist, her supervisor, Hyun, disappeared. After an extensive search, she was declared dead. That makes Anna the last hope left for humanity, and that is why Jo was sent to save her. In the laboratory, scientists had already created human-like bodies, artificial beings with intelligence and the ability to reproduce. Everything was ready. There was only one thing missing, the human emotional system. And that final step depended entirely on Anna. Jo tells her that once they reach the company, she will understand everything in detail. Before she can ask more, Jin tells his mother that he needs to use the bathroom. They turn back and enter a nearby apartment so he can go. While Jin is inside, Jo contacts headquarters and reports their location, the 15th floor. But from his tone, it's clear he's hiding something. There's information he's choosing not to share with Anna. He doesn't want to pressure her, especially since she's cooperating willingly. After ending the call, Anna takes Jo's device and calls her mother to check on her one last time. Her mother tells her that she managed to reach the upper floors of her building, but her voice is calm in a heartbreaking way. She says she sees no hope of surviving this catastrophe. She begs Anna not to worry about her, to focus only on saving herself and Jin. Tears stream down Anna's face as she says goodbye. The call ends. Just then, Jin comes out of the bathroom. Suddenly, gas pipes explode due to the intense water pressure. Chaos erupts. Jo grabs them and searches desperately for a way out before fire spreads through the building. The only escape left is through the balconies. As they move, Anna loses her balance and falls into the water. She resurfaces quickly, gasping for air, grabbing onto a floating plastic board to keep herself from sinking. Fighting panic, she reassures Jin that she's okay, that she will catch up to him. She begins swimming back toward the building. When she climbs inside again, she realizes she's reached the 10th floor. At that moment, she hears a woman's voice, a neighbor trapped inside an elevator. Anna rushes toward the sound, trying to pry the elevator doors open to save her. But before she can, a massive wave crashes through, pulling Anna underwater. As she sinks, her mind drags her back to the past. She remembers the day her car sank into the water. She remembers desperately trying to open the door, checking on her husband and her child. Her husband tells her he's okay. He unfastens their son's seatbelt and helps push him out first. But then he gets trapped. The car crushes around him. He can't move. Anna realizes there's only one choice. She lets go of her husband. She takes her son and swims up. Because if she stays even a second longer, her child will die. That decision shattered her forever. Anna snaps back to the present and fights her way to the surface. When she looks around, she realizes the current has carried her far from the elevator. She's now on the 18th floor. She collapses emotionally. She failed to save her neighbor. At that moment, Jo arrives and urgently tells her to hurry. Jin is in bad condition. Anna runs to him and discovers that he's having a diabetic episode. Jo asks about Jin's medicine. Anna freezes. The bag is gone. Without wasting time, she lifts Jin and rushes into the first apartment she sees. Inside lives an elderly man. She apologizes quickly, lays Jin on the floor, throws open the refrigerator, grabs juice, and pours large amounts of sugar into it. She feeds it to Jin desperately. As she does, another memory surfaces. A moment with her supervisor, Hyun. After her husband's death, Anna once considered giving up Jin. She believed she couldn't be a responsible mother anymore. But Hyun stopped her. She told Anna not to rush, because the lab would eventually take Jin away anyway. And not just Jin, they would also take Hyun's daughter, Eugene. That's when the truth becomes clear. Anna and Hyun created their children themselves. Jin and Eugene were not ordinary children. They were the first successful experiments of the human emotional system they had designed. Hyun once confessed that she regretted creating them. They never expected to become so deeply attached. They never expected to love them this much. Anna is pulled out of her memories by Jin's voice. He's awake. He weakly tells her that he couldn't control himself and had an accident. Anna gently comforts him and goes to wash his clothes. As she does, she notices something shocking. The sun is out. The storm has stopped. For a moment, everything looks peaceful. But Jo tells her the truth. No, this is only a pause, a temporary calm. The storm can return at any moment. Then he finally reveals what he had been hiding. The laboratory will take Jin away from her as soon as they arrive. Jo admits that he himself is one of the children abandoned by their mothers. That pain shaped him, twisted his view of humanity. He wanted to see Anna's reaction, to see how a mother reacts when she learns her child will be taken from her. Anna is deeply shaken, but she hides it. She says nothing. At that moment, the storm returns with full force. They grab Jin and rush out of the apartment. As Anna climbs the stairs, she notices a man sitting on the floor. In front of him is his pregnant wife, clearly about to give birth. The man begs Anna to help them, but Jo stops her. They don't have time. There is no time left. They have to move. Anna apologizes to the man and leaves him behind, forcing herself up the stairs. Jin looks at her with innocent confusion and asks why that woman was in so much pain. Anna tells him softly that the woman is about to give birth. Jin then asks her if she felt the same pain when she gave birth to him. The question breaks her. She doesn't answer. She lowers him from her back, collapses against the wall, and begins to cry silently. At that moment, Joe arrives and urges her to move quickly. There's only one floor left before they reach the rooftop, but Anna finally breaks. She tells Joe she cannot give up her son. Joe looks at her and says he will help her keep Jin with her. He takes her hand, and together they rush to the final floor. On the rooftop, a team from the laboratory is waiting for them, led by a man named Kim. Joe hands over the mission. Kim steps forward and calmly informs Anna that they are taking her son. They call him New Human Number 77. Anna, he says, will continue her work on developing the human emotional system. Anna collapses as soldiers tear Jin from her arms. She fights them, screams, begs, but she fails. Desperate, she runs to Joe, reminding him of his promise. That's when Joe reveals the truth. He tells her he deceived her. Hyun is not dead. She escaped, taking her daughter with her. That, he says, proves the difference between Hyun and Anna. Hyun chose her child. Anna came with him, knowing there was a chance her son would be taken. Joe turns away and leaves her. Anna watches in horror as soldiers inject Jin with a sedative and begin shaving his head, preparing to open his skull. She runs to Kim, begging him to stop, begging him to spare her son. Kim refuses. He tells her she succeeded. Jin, he explains, is the perfect model. The laboratory will use him to create many more like him. He reminds her that these were her own words when she first created her son. Then, a gunshot echoes behind her. Anna turns. The soldiers shoot Joe dead. Kim coldly says that everyone here will die, except her. She alone is permitted to leave. Anna runs back to Jin, hugs him one last time, whispering goodbye through tears. In shock, she walks toward the helicopter. Inside the aircraft, two soldiers approach her, carrying Jin's brain, removed from his body. Time passes. Anna is now aboard a spacecraft with the laboratory team orbiting Earth. A man named Sue contacts her and explains the mission. Thousands of meteor fragments will strike Earth within 15 minutes. Most life on the planet will be wiped out. To prevent total human extinction, the laboratory launched 7 spacecraft from different locations around the world. The people on board are the last surviving humans. They are heading to a facility called the Isabella Laboratory, where human bodies can be manufactured. Anna is the only person capable of implanting human emotions into them. This time, they won't just create children. They will create a mother and her child together, or to ensure faster reproduction of the new human race. Humanity must evolve to survive the age after the Great Flood. But Anna disagrees. She says humanity must understand survival instinct. And to do that, motherhood must be embedded first. Since the child is already complete, the mother will undergo the experiment. The child will be hidden from her. The mother will face endless obstacles while searching for her child. If she fails, the experiment resets. If she succeeds, humanity survives. Sue warns her. If the mother fails, humanity goes extinct. Before Anna can respond, the spacecraft ahead of them explodes. Debris crashes into their ship, piercing the hull. Everything goes black. Time resets. Anna wakes up to Jin's voice. He's telling her that their apartment has turned into a swimming pool. She looks down and notices something strange. The number 491 is printed on her t-shirt. Confused, she gets out of bed. Her phone rings. It's Joe. He tells her he is responsible for her protection and rescue. During the call, Jin tries to show her a drawing he made, but Anna snaps at him, pushing him away because she can't focus. Joe tells her to go to the rooftop immediately and insists she take her son with her. Anna remembers Hyun's warning that the laboratory wants to take Jin. She ends the call. She packs Jin's medicine into a small bag and searches for him. She finds him hiding inside the closet, upset with her. She tells him this is not the time to be angry. He must stay close to her and listen. She lifts him onto her back and leaves the apartment. Outside, she sees Joe in the building across from her, calling her name. Panicking, she runs to hide from him. The storm intensifies. A massive wave floods the area. Anna swims with Jin until they reach the surface. She helps him climb back into the building, but when she follows him inside, she realizes Jin is gone. She runs after him, but another wave crashes through. She sees Jin underwater, about to drown. She dives in to save him, but her medicine bag slips away. When she resurfaces, Jin has disappeared. She remembers a moment on the aircraft, holding Jin's swimming goggles. She reaches into her pocket in disbelief. The goggles are still there. Anna loses consciousness. She wakes to Joe trying to revive her. Something feels wrong. The number on her shirt has changed. 787. As soon as she wakes up, she tries to run past Joe to search for Jin. Joe stops her and shows her a photo on his phone. It's Jin, walking among the crowd, heading toward the stairs to the rooftop. Joe assures her that their security team is searching for him. Anna ignores him. She insists on finding her son herself. Joe grabs her to force her toward the rooftop. She snatches his gun, points it at him, and demands to know where her son is. Before he can answer, gas pipes explode. Anna almost falls into the water, but Joe catches her. The number on her shirt changes again. 1931. Joe swears he doesn't know where Jin is. Anna doesn't believe him. She lets go and jumps into the water, swimming back into the building. She reaches the 10th floor and heads straight for the elevator. She pounds on the door asking if anyone is inside. A child's voice answers, a little girl named G. G asks how Anna knew she was trapped there. Anna is startled. She wonders the same thing. She ignores the thought. She dives underwater, reaching for the elevator doors, trying to force them open. Anna reaches for the elevator doors. Suddenly, her heart stops. A sudden cardiac arrest. She collapses and dies. Then, she comes back. Her eyes open. She gasps for air. Alive again. She rushes to the elevator, pounding on the door, and speaks to G inside. She tells her she's going to get something to pry the door open and that she'll be right back. At that moment, the number on Anna's t-shirt changes again, 47. Anna finds a wooden plank, forces the elevator doors open, and rescues G. She takes the little girl to a nearby apartment so she can change out of her sewed clothes. Anna reassures her, telling her that her grandfather is safe and currently in his own apartment. G looks at her, confused. She asks how Anna knew she was going to her grandfather. Anna freezes. She doesn't know how she knew. Even stranger, Anna suddenly tells G that she herself will die soon. She carefully describes what her son, Jin, looks like and asks G that if she sees him, she should tell him that his mother was searching for him. G then shares something important. While trapped in the elevator, she heard two young men talking to a child. They were asking him about his mother and whether he knew the password to an apartment door. She says they went up to the floor above. Anna thanks her and rushes upstairs. There, she sees two men leaving an apartment they've just robbed. When they notice her, they move to silence her, but suddenly the apartment door opens. Joe appears, holding G. Without hesitation, Joe attacks the men. He throws one of them into the water and restrains the other, brutally interrogating him about Jin's whereabouts. The man finally admits that the child escaped on his own. Joe throws him into the water as well. He then tells Anna that no one kidnapped her son. Jin ran away and hid somewhere on his own. Joe asks if she knows where Jin might hide. Anna says she doesn't. Joe is confused by her answer. He leaves. As Anna stands there, the room beside her triggers a memory. The moment she once fed Jin juice to save him from a diabetic episode. She goes back to G and tells her she has to leave. She tries to convince her to come with her, to leave her grandparents behind. G refuses. She says she won't abandon them. G's grandmother hands Anna a bottle of juice and tells her it's for her son. Anna is shocked. She asks how she knows her son has diabetes. The woman doesn't answer. Anna takes the juice and leaves. Outside, Joe appears again and reassures her that the security team has arrived and will search the building for Jin. But Anna remembers the soldiers injecting her son before. She insists that she must find Jin herself and make him drink the juice before another diabetic episode hits. Joe follows her, unconvinced. He tells her he doesn't believe her story, and then says something painful. Jin left her willingly. Joe asks her what kind of reason could make a child abandon his own mother. Anna breaks. She tells him that is exactly why she must find him. She admits that she has failed before, many times, to find her son. And now the truth becomes clear. Everything happening now is the experiment Anna described back on the spacecraft. She designed it herself, a mother searching for her child. Endless obstacles, repeated failures. The changing number on her shirt represents each attempt, each reset, each life. Anna begs Joe to help her search. She says she has checked almost all the apartments. Only a few remain. She suggests they split up. He searches the odd-numbered apartments, she checks the even-numbered ones. Joe agrees, though he doesn't understand why he's trusting her. As Anna continues searching, the number on her shirt changes again, 79993. She reaches the 28th floor. There, she hears a familiar voice, the pregnant woman she saw earlier, but this time, the woman has given birth. Anna helps her, overwhelmed with emotion as she watches the mother cradle her newborn in happiness. She becomes even more emotional when the woman's husband runs in, carrying water, relieved and overjoyed to see his wife and child safe. The woman tells him she once dreamed of the storm, that it would come on the day she gave birth. That line hits Anna hard. She remembers Jin telling her about a dream he had. He had even drawn what he saw. He wanted to show her, but she was too busy on the phone and brushed him off. He told her he sent the drawing to her phone instead. Anna pulls out her phone and searches through the photos. She finds the drawing. Her breath stops. Jin drew her, standing in front of a helicopter, the exact scene where she once said goodbye to him. Worse still, he sent her many copies of the same drawing. Anna remembers the moment Jin hid in the closet back at their apartment, the moment he told her she had been lying to him for a long time. She runs back to the apartment, rushes to the closet, and opens it, hoping to find Jin. Instead, soldiers ambush her and inject her with a sedative. When she wakes, she's barely conscious. Joe stands over her and tells her they will fully wake her once they find Jin. For now, he has to take her to the rooftop to complete the mission. Anna warns him that they're deceiving him, that the moment he reaches the rooftop, they will kill him. Joe remembers being shot before. Now he wants the truth. He attacks the soldiers, taking them down one by one. The last soldier nearly kills him, but Anna fires the gun and saves Joe. Joe injects her with a compound that restores her full awareness. They sit together. Anna finally tells him everything. She explains that after the first time she lost Jin, every attempt afterward ended the same way. Jin disappearing again and again. Even this conversation has happened thousands of times before. Joe begins remembering fragments. Past attempts where he fought alongside Anna against the security forces. Anna continues. She tells him Jin knew everything from the beginning. That's why he hid. He didn't want his mother to abandon him again. She explains that whenever Jin feels scared or angry, he hides in the closet. Every time she got close to finding him, the security team interfered. Just like the first time they took Jin from her, she admits something even more painful. Even if she succeeds, Jin might not want to see her, because he believes she abandoned him when she let the laboratory take him. Joe tells her she's wrong. Even if Jin disappears 1,000 times, it doesn't mean he hates his mother. It means he's waiting for her to find him. Encouraged, Anna tries again. Attempt number 2499. She fights through the security soldiers underwater, defeats them, and reaches the rooftop. There, she sees a locked closet. She opens it. Jin is inside, unconscious. She quickly gives him the juice, but he doesn't wake up. She sits beside him, crying, apologizing for making him feel abandoned. Then Jin opens his eyes. He tells her she never abandoned him. He reminds her that she was the one who told him to hide in the closet and wait for her. And suddenly, everything makes sense. The first time Anna said goodbye to Jin, she whispered to him about a closet on the rooftop. She told him to hide there and wait until she came back for him. This whole thing was her deception, a lie she told the laboratory, so that during the experiment, she could stay with her son for as long as possible, until every member of the laboratory is finally eliminated. To understand why Anna chose to enter the experiment herself, the story takes us back in time, to the exact moment when debris from a destroyed spacecraft pierced Anna's ship. A fragment struck her abdomen, leaving her critically injured. Knowing she might not survive, Anna made a final decision. She asked the mission commander to let her take the role of the mother in the experiment. Only this way, she believed, could she truly implant the instinct of motherhood into the new human race. Not as code, not as data, but as lived pain, fear, sacrifice, and love. They connected her to the machines. They extracted her memory data. Then they merged it with Jin's memory data, the data taken earlier from his brain. As Anna repeated attempt after attempt inside the experiment, she forgot the agreement she had once made with Jin. But now, in this moment, Jin finally reminds her of the truth. Just then, laboratory soldiers arrive. Anna reacts instantly. She pulls Jin's swimming goggles from her pocket and hands them to him. She tells him to put them on. She tells him to jump into the water. At the same time, she attacks the laboratory soldiers, fighting them with everything she has, blocking them from reaching her son. She tells Jin to jump. She promises she will jump after him. Jin trusts her. He jumps. In that exact moment, the laboratory's main server crashes. The entire system collapses. The experiment shuts down completely. Anna has beaten the program. She has freed herself from the experiment. She jumps into the water. She swims with everything left in her body until she reaches Jin. The waves around them grow higher and higher, rushing toward them like walls. Anna looks at her son and gently reminds him of his diving practice. She tells him they will dive together. They take a breath. The massive wave crashes over them, pulling them deep underwater. And there, beneath the surface, Anna ends her own life, her son's life, and with it, the future of the entire human race. The movie ends in silence. If this story stays